Alright, I think we're good. I'm hoping for a good session. Little to no interruptions this time. Boom! Byron Rogers here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. And today I'm going to talk about facing your fear. We all have fear. What the difference between people who succeed and don't succeed with their fear or in life is just how we deal with that fear. I've heard it said that the difference between a warrior and an ordinary man is simply that the ordinary man sees things as problems, whereas the warrior sees things as challenges, as fights. See what I'm saying? That's just simply battles, not problems. You know, that's all fine and great, but when you're dealing with fear, it's something that you must learn how, you literally must learn how to deal with properly. You must learn how to deal with effectively. Yesterday I was talking about what to do when you're in the belly of the beast, what to do when you're in the darkness, what to do when it's just you and your back's up against the wall and you're like, man, where do I go from here? What do I do? I don't got, you know, support, or you're stumped by your situation. You know, I made 2 videos on that. Go and check those out. But today I want to talk specifically about fear, because fear, that's what imprisons us all. Morning, D, good to see you guys. That's what imprisons us all. So my motto, the fearless approach that I love, that I really have found a lot of freedom with, is simply to do the thing you fear until the death of fear is certain. To do the thing you fear until the death of fear is certain. To do the thing you fear until the death of fear is certain. Now, the reality is that these chains that bind us are inside of our minds first, okay? The thing you fear more than likely hasn't happened yet. More than likely the thing you fear is the emissions that are being, it's the pollution, it's the result, the vibrations of your thoughts. That's probably what you're dealing with more than likely. Like, we've all heard it, fear isn't real, you know, danger is real. Like, it's really true. The way you feel, your emotional states, those are results. That's the physiological output of your thought life, of your thought garden. So if you're experiencing fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real, more than likely it's just because of what you're thinking, right? So let's control what we can control. Let's step into the battlefield, if you will, of the mind, right? So you're in your mind and you've got these fears. Now, the way I deal with it, and maybe it's because I'm a Marine, or was a Marine, and, you know, always a Marine, whatever, combat mindset, I don't know. But for me, it's do the thing you fear until the death of fear is certain. I take a look at the situation, take my hat off so y'all can see me better. I take a look at the situation, I take a look at what possibly could go wrong. What possibly could go wrong? I lose my business, I lose a relationship, I lose my life. And, you know, I'm not just talking to you about something I don't know about. I was in combat. Every single day I had to face the fact that I could lose my life multiple times a day, going on 3 missions by day and 1 mission by night. You know what I mean? In this life, you're going to get hit, but you got to face these fears head on. Listen to me, I'm telling you the truth. So what I do is I sit there and I'm like, I could go up on stage and I could fall on my face. I could lose my business, I could lose a relationship, I could lose whatever it is. I look at that fear, and then I take it one step farther. I take the dagger that's pointed at me and I take it all the way in. I bury the hilt and the handle, and I sit there and I go, you know what? And then what? And then what? I lose my business, and then what? Huh? I lose the relationship, and then what? I go up on stage, everybody laughs at me, and then what? I go bankrupt, and then what? Huh? What? What? You got to realize, you've got to find your identity, you've got to find your power, you've got to find your validation, and the only safe places for you during your human experience, which are the only things that aren't going to leave you, you and God, and that's it. Because you and God got you where you're at right now through the awesome ability and magnificent privilege of decision. And you got to realize that no matter what happens, No matter what happens, when your biggest fears come true, the thing you fear the most comes true, then what? You're going to be sitting there, and it's going to be you, and it's going to be God, and you're still going to have the most amazing opportunity, the most amazing privilege that exists in our known universe to, guess what? Create a new situation, create another situation, to grow, to evolve, to change, no matter what happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. To try and to succeed is to know that you can achieve. That's tight. To try and to fail, though, is to know that you actually can't be destroyed. That's better. But not to try is to have to deal with the fear of the unknown. And that's the most debilitating fear that exists. So take that thing you fear, take that thing that you're afraid of. He's gonna leave me, she's gonna leave me, I'm gonna lose my business, I'm gonna go bankrupt, I'm gonna have to, whatever it is, I'm going to jail, whatever it is. Think about it, face it, and then what? Huh? If it doesn't kill you, and if it doesn't kill you, it really will make you stronger. If you can see that, what's gonna happen? What's going to happen when the dust settles? It's going to be you and God, and you're going to have the ability to continue making decisions, continue growing. People will look at you funny. What? You know, what's going to happen? Or you die. You know, like I said, I'm a combat vet. I have had to face that too. You die, and then what are we really afraid of? So break that fear, face that fear, take the dagger, drive it all the way in, absorb that. And realize that no matter what happens, if your fears, even if your fears come true, you go on stage, everyone laughs at you, you know, you whatever happens, you're still an amazing, magnificent, like literally you're a miracle who has this almighty, magnificent ability to make decisions to co-create your reality, no matter what happens, unless you're dead, and then you don't even have to worry about it. And then you're in this other place, and who knows what happens. So don't be afraid. Fear is the emissions. It is the byproduct of your thought life. It is the byproduct of your focus. It is the belief you're putting behind what you're focusing on and how you're focusing on it. Take the emotional energy that's making you afraid, false evidence appearing real, fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Take that, and I want you right now to take all the emotional power you have around the thing you fear, and I want you to just pull it out the bottom, just rip it out the bottom of whatever idea and concept it is you're afraid of. Take it out of the bottom. And then the second thing I want you to do is I want you to look up. I want you to look at your situation. I want you to picture yourself surrounded by your enemies. And they're all sitting there and they're moving in on you, and you're surrounded and you're outnumbered, and it doesn't look like there's any way for you to win. You're in the belly of the beast. You're in the fire right now, and you're looking at this situation, and then I want you to just jump up above it. I want you to just rise like a phoenix out of the fire. I want you to just look down at it. I want you to fly up above it and look down at the situation. And instead of looking at all the problems, look for the solutions. Instead of worrying about what's going to happen if what you fear comes true, now that you've faced that, now that you've taken the emotional energy out of that, I want you to look for the lesson in what's going on in your life right now. I want you to look for not even an escape. Look for the lesson in what's going on right now. And then when you find a lesson, no matter how small you think today, how small you think this lesson is, okay, it's going to be invaluable for you in the future. I want you, after you find that lesson, then I want you to look at, no matter what happens, what's the best outcome that you want based on this situation, the best outcome. Even if you got to take some hits, even if you got to take some losses. And then, from there, then decide what you're going to do. From a fearless place. That's what I got for you guys today, man. Thanks for spending this time with me. It's sacred time. You can't get it back. Subscribe if you know anyone who can appreciate some encouragement today. Tag them, share it, and let's do the best we can with what we have for the rest of the day, man. Love you guys. I'm about to get back to these comments right now. I'm out.